Many parents, Dr. Preeti, these days are, operating from fear-based parenting than love-based parenting, which is our topic also today. So, just explain us something about that.
Pooja, we all have had experiences which may not have been very pleasant,
Hmm.
right? And so we don't, we when we have a child, we never want our child to experience that. Okay. So, like we said, the spiritual principle is this child is a God being. When we say God being, they are abundant beings. So, if we actually see them as abundant beings, we will give them all the permission. We'll make sure that they are safe. However, we'll give all the support for them to flower. Whereas when we are ourselves, we are carrying all these painful experiences. Okay. For example, we were punished, we were shamed. I didn't do well in school, so I, had to face a lot of shaming or criticism, or I was not as successful as probably some other people. So I never want my child to miss on that opportunity. Supposing I wanted to be a particular, in a particular field and I missed that. Now, right from the beginning, I'm having this fear that my child should never miss that. So I'm pushing the child to study more and more or to do things that the child may not really want to do because I hold that fear. So it's the fear that we are holding, and we are pushing the child and doing all the things that seem to be healthy for the child, but out of the energy of fear. I never want my child to become a lazy child, never want my child to become miss the train, want him to be successful. When I'm saying miss the train to success, for example, right? Or for example, I had a patient who met with an accident, a very severe accident. Now, for the first 3 years of the child's life, she never let the child go to a garden. She just kept the child at home for 3 years, thought that I have to make it very safe for the child. It was finally when she was reprimanded by a doctor that you're not keeping her safe. Her immunity will not develop if you're just keeping her at home. So we don't even become aware of how we are actually carrying our fears and projecting our fears on the child. And because our energy is of this fear, we are also seeing them as limited beings, right? There are only two types of energies or emotions. There is love based emotion and there is fear based emotion. So when we are feeling fear, we are feeling constricted. So we are not feeling that we are abundant beings. We are not seeing the child as an abundant being. So naturally, we are seeing them as limited beings and we are pushing them in a particular direction. And somewhere we start meddling with the soul plan of the child.